Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and just letting the body move however it wants to. Waking up from the inside out. Okay, let's rub the hands together. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Go with your breath. When you're ready, palms over the eyes. Long, deep breaths. Feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the cheekbone, and let's make circles. Other direction. Now we'll place the thumbs on the temples and just sweep the forehead. Brushing away any negative or unwanted thoughts. Okay, we'll go up the sides of the nose, down the sides of the face, and get the ears too. All right, we'll charge up the hands again. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Head massage. Base of skull. And we'll just pinch out the back of the neck all the way down to the shoulder line. And we can do this a few times. Sweep down the front of the neck. Circle upper chest. Middle chest. Stomach. Work down the legs. Get those knees. For the shins, make a C shape and just sweep down a few times. Get the calves. Backs of the knees, come up the backs of the thighs, low back and kidneys. Okay, lung channel massage. So we come under the collarbone until we hit the shoulder bone. Have your palm facing forward. Move down a little and massage along the way. When you're ready, up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down, tip of the index, come up in between. Inhale as we cross. Exhale, brush away. Other side, under the collarbone, hit the shoulder bone, move down, massage. Point of connection with ourselves, with the people around us, with our environments, with the universe. Okay, up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down, tip of the index, come up in between. Inhale as we cross. Exhale. Tap. From the head down the front body, up the back body. Get the low back and kidneys. Lung channel. Turn the hand down. Large intestine channel. And across. Other side. Lung channel. Turn the hand down. Large intestine channel. And across. Okay, our warm-ups. So as always, we're doing Philip Ly's whole sequence. So warm-ups. We remind ourselves now of the aura meditation. So this is something we're doing through our whole practice. We kind of mainly mention it now. So each inhale, we light up the whole body mind. So we can imagine through the crown of the head, taking in a brilliant, bright light, joy, happiness, positive energy, whatever we need. And as we exhale, we can imagine the space around us getting a little bigger and a little brighter as we let go, let go, let go, let go. Okay, shoulders back and down. Inhale, fill up. Exhale to one side, and we just let ourselves hang. When you're ready, inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. You can also take extra breaths wherever you feel like it. So let's do a few more and we'll go at our own pace. Okay, next time we come to center, we'll stay center. Open up into a horse stance. So knees about shoulder width. Bent. Feet shoulder width, sorry. Open up the arms. In. Out. Rotate. In. Back to center. Out. And again, we'll do a few more at our own pace. And when we come back to center, we'll step the feet all the way together. Oh, I forgot our hip rotation. So warm up the hands, come back into your horse stance. Warm up the kidneys and the low back. Slide the hands up over the kidneys, bend the knees, circle the hips. So we inhales, we circle back, exhales, we circle forward. As we exhale, let's imagine sending some fresh energy to those kidneys. Other direction. Okay, back to center. Feet all the way together. Let's massage those knees in whatever way you like. Okay, hands on the knees. We'll circle. Other direction. Okay, a little shake. Hi. And we'll start the 8 health investment exercises. So the first one, Lolo cleansing to release any disturbed energy. So plant the feet on the earth. Let's inhale, take some of that earth energy up to the chest. Exhale, open up and let go, let go. So imagine the space around us bigger, brighter. We can also imagine letting go out through the tips of the fingers, the toes, the pores of our skin. Inhale, palms up overhead. So it's like we're collecting fresh energy. We exhale, turn the hands down, give it to ourselves. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale into the palms. And as we exhale, we press down, strengthening the body mind and storing some energy for later. Drop the fingertips. So we'll do it again. In, out, in, out. Turn the hands down. In, chest level. Out, elbows back. In, out. One more time. In, out. In, palms up. Out, palms down. In, out. In, out. Horse stance, cross the arms, in, turn to the side, out, turn the hand out and press up. In, bend, look at the palm, out. Other side, in, out, in, out. And one more each side, in, out, in, out. Other side, in, out, in, out. Okay, gather in the feet all the way together. Out, we push down. So we close almost every exercise like this, storing energy for later, strengthening the body mind. Okay, my favorite, this is for emotional regulation and really good for stretching both sides of the spine. In, out, stretch up and down. Top palm is up, bottom palm is down. The head and the fingers all point in the same direction. In, sweep the palms. Out, stretch up. So same thing, top palm up, bottom palm down, fingers and head all in the same direction. In, gather in. Out, press down. Other side, in. Out. Touch heavenly cloud. In, sweep the palms. Out, stretch. In, gather in. Out, press down. Let's do it one more time. In. Out. In, sweep the palms. Out. Touching heaven and earth. In, gather in. Out, press down. In. Out. In, sweep the palms. And out. Stretch. In, gather in. Out, press down. Okay, we open up the feet just under the hips. This exercise and the next, as we exhale, we really focus on releasing downward. So we can even imagine releasing out through the perineum, down into the floor. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Into center. Out, other side. In, hands on the kidneys. Out. In. Out. In, hands in front of the chest. Out. In. Out. In, gather in. Out, press down. In, interlace. Out, overhead. In, turn the palms up and come up on the toes. Out, turn the palms down. In. Out to the side. In. Out. We'll try to do one more. In. Out. In. Out. In. Gather in. And out. Okay, little shake. Okay, so now we're moving energy from the lower centers to the higher centers. So we open up into horse stance. Cross the arms, we can have gentle fists. Come to the hips. In, we cross in from the lower body. Out, we brush away. So we're clearing any stuff in those lower chakras. Let's do it again. In, cross in from the lower body. Out, brush away. In and from the chest. Out to the hips. Turn the head. In, the fist comes up. Out, punch. Rotate the wrist, come back, turn. In, out. Rotate and come back. Take a full breath. Kind of sit in those legs a little more. Feel the feet on the floor. In, cross in from the lower body. Out, brush away. In and from the chest. Out to the hips. In, step in, and out. Okay, rotate the wrist so the fingers point in, knees bent, elbows bent. In, Out, stretch through the legs, the arms, the spine. In, turn the palms up. Out in front of the belly, our lower dantian, all our physical concerns. In front of the chest, our middle dantian, our emotional, mental center. I lost track of the breath. In, overhead. So our upper dantians, our upper energy basin for all our spiritual concerns. Stretch up, in, out, we fold. So bend the knees as much as is comfortable, as much as you like. So we'll lift each toe, grab the toes with the fingers. If that isn't working for today, we just lift the toes by themselves. So as usual, I'll name the toe and the associated meridian energy channel, and we'll lift on our own with the exhales. Okay, big toe, liver and spleen. Second toe, stomach. Third toe, stomach. Fourth toe, gallbladder. Fifth toe, urinary bladder. Okay, now hang loosely, let the head be heavy. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth quite vigorously a few times. When you're ready, roll up. Inhaling, hands come to the back, lean back, exhale. Bend the knees to protect the back. Okay, come out of it. Ooh, so our eighth exercise is to collect that spiritual energy and work with our intuition. So we inhale, exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. So the palms facing forward, like we're just guiding energy into the third eye. Out to the chest, that mental emotional center. In here, out, open up. Space around us getting bigger and brighter. Into the third eye. Out to the side, palms up, collecting that spiritual energy. Out to the heart. In here. Out, open up. In third eye. Out to the heart. In here. Out, open up. In third eye. Out to the other side. In, gather in. Out, press down. Perfect. Rest the hands on the low belly, so the lower dantian. And just a reminder, so this isn't necessary, but something I like to do. We can rest one thumb on the hoku point. So the hoku point is just like where the bones meet between the index and the thumb. And this point is good for so much. Some people call it like the Tylenol point. It's good for any like chest up complaints. So any upper body pain, and it's also good. This is why I really like it, just for moving the energy down. So if you're feeling anxious or unsettled, this is a really good point to use. But because it's so good at moving energy down, we don't want to use it if menstruating or if pregnant because it moves it down so much. It's more than we want in those cases. Okay, so one thumb can be on the hoku point, and then the other thumb can be on the center of the palm. So that center of the palm point, that's Lao Gong. And that's another one that's good for moving the energy down. So both of these points are really great for calming the mind. So let's take a few breaths and we'll increase this action of moving the energy down by inhaling, feeling the belly expand. Exhaling, imagine exhaling down through the floor, through the earth. So in with the belly, out with the earth. Relax the shoulders. Imagine an upward pull through the crown, holding us up. And let ourselves just relax into it. So we'll take at least 5 breaths here. Okay, another 2 or 3. And if you notice yourself maybe feeling a little calmer, a little more grounded, if this position works for you, just make a note of it. This is such a good one. We can do it almost anytime, anywhere. And even if you're sitting, you can just rest the hands on the belly like this and feel the parts of the body touching the chair, the feet touching the earth. And it works really well. Okay. Qi Gong for hormones. So we inhale here. Exhale, drop the hands. Inhaling from the chest. Exhale forward. Make cups with the hands. Rotate to the waist. Exhale, stretch back. Open up the palms. Inhale back to the waist. Exhale forward. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, third eye. Exhale in front of the chest. Make the cups. Inhale to the waist. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, waist. Exhale, forward. Inhale, turn the hands like we're going around a big ball. Take a full breath. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, third eye. Exhale from the chest. Gather in. And out. Hands back to the belly. So let's do it again, and I'll give you a side view because it might not always be clear what's going on back here. Okay. So the exact same thing. In, out, drop the hands. In front of the chest. Out, backs of the hands forward. In, make cups with the hands, rotate to the waist. Out, stretch back, you can flatten the hands. Into the waist. Out, forward. In, third eye. Out, stretch. In, third eye. Out in front of the chest. Make those cups into the waist. Out, stretch back. Into the waist, coming back to the cups. out, forward, in third eye, out, stretch, in third eye, out in front of the chest. Make those cups into the waist, out, stretch, into the waist, out, forward, turn the hands. So we take a full breath, go around a big ball. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, third eye. Exhale from the chest. Gather in. And out. Okay. Push hands. So we inhale, gather energy into that lower dantian. Exhale, press the hands forward, letting go and letting the energy flow. 2 more like that. Now the next 3, a little more dynamic. As we press our hands forward, we'll let out a ha. And if it works in your body, a little jump forward. Ha. 2 more. Ha. Last one. Ha. And now 3, smooth, just letting the energy flow. Okay, gather in and out. Let's scoop up a big handful of energy and give it to the lower dantian. So this is like our storehouse of energy. So twice more. I like to end with a little massage, and then we'll close with a bow. So we step the feet together, inhale all the way up, exhale to the heart, and we bow, paying respect to all beings and sending out our prayers and wishes and promoting unconditional love. Come out of it when you're ready and press down. And the last thing is clapping loud and hard with flat hands. I do it more gently so it doesn't mess up the sound. But if you're in a place where you can clap loud and hard, please go right ahead. So it activates all the meridians through the hands. And it's also an opportunity to cheer for ourselves and each other. And if you are clapping nice and loud and hard, afterwards, look at your hands and they should be nice and red. If they're a little splotchy, then you know, oh, we got to work on moving the energy a little bit more. Okay, so thank you so very much. That's our Qigong portion. In these Friday classes, I like to do Philip Lai's full sequence, just like we just did. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if ever there's any questions or anything, or you want more detail, just let me know. Okay, so let's move into the yoga side. So if you have something you can use as a strap, so this is a yoga strap, but you can use a towel or a tie, pretty much anything. So we'll do some leg stretches with our strap. If you need a drink of water or anything, go ahead. And before we get into the leg stretches, we'll do a down dog, or child's pose, or dolphin, or all 3. So let's start. So all of these poses are good for moving the weight back and grounding down into the earth, which is kind of what we're working on today. So come down to the mat any way that makes sense. We can bend the knees, step back, and let's start with a child's pose. So we'll bring the knees down, sit towards the heels as much as we comfortably can, stretch the arms out. If the head doesn't reach the floor, we can put something underneath it. And we'll keep the elbows up, so we're keeping it an active child's pose. So we'll start here with 5 breaths. Keep shifting the weight back. Imagine breathing into the low belly and pushing the breath into the back. Okay, when you're ready, come up. Bring the forearms down and come up on the knees. So the trick in the dolphin is we want the elbows close enough that we can comfortably wrap a hand around the arm. So both hands should be able to wrap around the arms. We can either have the hands flat or interlace. So dolphin is pretty much downward facing dog, but on the forearms. So it's great if we have wrist issues, and it's also just something a little different. Okay, so we press the forearms into the floor, tuck the toes, and see if we can lift those hips. We can absolutely keep the knees bent. And just like the child's pose, we can push the weight back. And we'll take about 5 breaths. And by the way, if you don't like this or it's not working for you today, you just do child's pose instead. Two more. Okay, come out of it when you're ready. So now down dog. So if you're not feeling down dog, you could do the dolphin again, or you can stay in child's pose. So same concept. We start basically in a child's pose. Stretch the arms out when we're sitting back towards the heels. Shift the weight forward, coming into a table. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. And again, we can keep the knees bent. Push the weight back. Now, I should have mentioned this also in the dolphin. Think of a gentle core engagement. So like the hip bones moving towards the lower ribs moving towards the hip bone. And here, if you like, we can walk the feet, inviting one heel towards the earth and then the other. You can also, if you like, kind of swing the hips side to side as you walk the heels. So I like doing like the heel that's moving towards the floor. I move that hip out to the side. But that's just a little extra. Okay, couple more breaths. All right, come out of it. Sit in any comfortable position. We'll just take a second to circle the wrists in other direction. Okay, we got to do our seated twist. I try to do this every practice. So bottom leg can be tucked or straight, you decide. Top leg can be inside or outside. We'll interlace around the knee. Proud open chest, long deep breath, both sit bones dropping into the earth. Just a couple breaths here. Find something to relax. And go into the twist. Backhand comes behind. Breathe into it. Inhale, come back to center. And we're just going to twist over to the other side. We can bring the arm inside the leg if it reaches. And with an inhale, come back to center. Let's switch the legs. So all the same options. The bottom leg can be bent or straight, top leg inside or outside. We don't have to do the same thing we did on the first side. So respect the differences in our own bodies. Interlace, take a couple breaths here. And when you're ready, twist towards the leg. Also, we're doing both sides, so don't have to worry about it so much. And when you're ready, come through center and just go right into a twist towards the other side. Okay, come back to center. Unwrap the legs and let's make our way down onto the back. So have something you can use as a strap. Oh yeah, if you want to put on socks, sweaters, go ahead. And if there's anything you need for relaxation, have it nearby. All right, feet on the floor. We'll inhale here. Exhale, one knee to chest. Grab it, pull it in. Inhale, foot to floor. Exhale, knee to chest. Give ourselves a little squeeze. Go with your breath. Next time we have a knee to chest, keep it there. Grab your strap. Loop it around the foot. And stretch. Okay, so somewhere where the leg can be comfortably straight, we're pressing up through the heel. I like keeping the arms relaxed, so hopefully your thing is long enough that the elbows can just rest on the floor. Okay, so we press up through the heel, down, like if we're wearing pants with a back pocket, down through the back pocket, and the thigh bone pushes forward. Take a couple breaths here. Now let's internally rotate the leg. So turn the leg in so the toes are pointing to the opposite shoulder. And then the same thing, push up through the heel, down through the back pocket, forward through the hamstring. And then only if it's comfortable for you, we can invite the leg a little closer to the torso. Okay, once you're happy with that, come out of it. And we'll just go back and forth again, knee to chest. So exhaling, knee to chest. Inhale, foot on the floor. Do a few. Okay, when the other leg comes to the chest, keep it there. Take your strap, wrap it around the foot, and stretch. Press up through the heel, down through the back pocket, forward through the hamstring. A few breaths here. Okay, internally rotate. So point the toes towards the opposite shoulder. And then if it works in your body, you can gently invite the leg towards the chest. Long deep breaths. Okay, come out of it. Knees to chest, any version of twists that you like. And when you're ready, set yourself up for relaxation. So the feet can be wide, the knees leaning one into the other. Shoulders tuck under the back, palms face up, chin tucks in. Let's let ourselves relax. We'll give ourselves permission to let everything. as you feel ready, start to gently wake the body. And letting go. Let out a yawn. Sorry, that was a bit obnoxious. And eventually a full body switch. Once you're nice and stretched, knees to chest, rock side to side. And eventually all the way to one side. Rest the head on the arm. Take a few breaths. And with the strength of the arms, press up. Make our way into any comfortable seated position. Now let's close our practice with a heart hug. So your right hand under your left armpit, left hand somewhere on the upper right arm. And we'll just give and receive this hug. And it's a nice moment to silently say something really sweet to ourselves. Couple more breaths. Okay, we can close with a bow, hands to the earth, acknowledging, honoring the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good practice and I hope you have an amazing weekend. So I'll see you back here on YouTube on Tuesday. Until then, take care. Thank you so much. Bye.